Professor Charles Soludo, a big name. Osage, the youth are the bridge to the future. You can't talk about greater Anambra without talking about greater youth. Youth who have done okite, Brunde ezu hi na anwụ mkpụrụ mmiri. Nwa Anambra enwe future. So governor got na alụ ọlụ na alụ mmadụ. Pato ji focus on one youth, two skills. Ngige mele ọfụma, especially on roads. Bito bata, main common education. Wee bata woli, Lolo Airport, Lolo ICC Center. Wee bata with Soludo Keta, who is climaxing it with Fun City, with Government House. The governor had done so well, and he deserves the second term. Today, I'm 82 students in under my scholarship. I was attacked by the unknown gunmen, and my Hilux was set ablaze, but I was the only one that escaped. How I even made it alive, I can't say. I nearly went into deep depression. No, not unknown gunmen. I know, have you reported? What have you done? Out of 11 faculties, I won in 9. So the church also joined me in campaigning, and they had to tell them, if you don't vote for Nelson Omenugha, you've committed an immortal sin. I graduated top best in mass communication. I won the Vice Chancellor Merit Award, and I had automatic employment waiting for me.
A friend came here because I know that people were looking for how to skim you out. A friend came here, you know him, Mazi Ejimofo Obara. He came here and only because not sportable native pastor. So
okay, native pastor can mass come. Yeah.
There was a guy calling him, right?
Yeah, native pastor.
So also now, even the girlfriend at a time, you know, the Hagwa has said no one couldn't vote to you. And everybody voted for you. Now, all the Eduhani, NFCS, Holy Family. So, I'm trying to skim you out. Can I say, saying everybody was really out. How were you able to make even somebody, your boyfriend, as going to give vote to Onyankem, Abakwa, he vote to somebody else, you know? And then how were you able to do it? And
if you were in Unizik, you will also vote for me.
Right?
Because you cannot but love me. Because I'm very easygoing, very active, very forthright with my decision in terms of engaging and say what I want and how I want it. I brought more a pushover. I have always voice any neglect to the dean, to even the VC. I am one person that take every turn and every opportunity to say things the way I think it should be. In NFCS, I even still hold that award as the most supportive NFCS. Because when I get my parents, my uncles to support. So, and when it became clear, after all, in that out of the 12 of us, 6 were Catholics. 6 were Catholics, and they were invited by the chaplain Ezemo, and they were asked to step down. They refused. They refused to step down for me. And Ezemo came out and announced in the church that this is still their candidate, and Nelson Omenugha is their candidate. Because I already told them what I'm going there to do. I'm not going there to enrich myself. I'm going there to serve and to bring, usually what I said there, to bring salvation to all. I tell them I want to bring salvation to all. I was very much intentional with what I wanted to do with my 1 year as the president. So I went there and I did that and I left.
Why didn't you wait?
So when the church also joined me in campaigning. And they had to tell them, if you don't vote for Nelson Omenugha, you've committed an immortal sin.
They told them?
Yes, that you have to go for confession.
It was announced?
It was said in the church. Yeah, you go, even before the Vice Chancellor, the father say, as we student election holds tomorrow, let us remember our own and vote for Nelson Omenugha and Chioma Obiakolili. And Chioma was my VP. Chioma was the DOS of NFCS. She was my VP. It was announced in the church in front of the vice chancellor. As we go to pool tomorrow, let us remember our people in prayers and vote for Nelson Omenugha and Chioma Obiakolilian. Then in the palm side, the priest there they come out to say, not just in Anglican, in Catholic, even Reverend Ken Chukwukamma, Alpha Anglican, also told them that they have to vote for Nelson Omenugha. The Anglican priest also said that to me. It's not just about Catholic. Even the Anglican priest said that before them. The chaplain, Reverend Ken Chukwukamma, told them, you go and vote for Nelson Omenugha. The student pastors across different departments in Mascom will have the Hope Fellowship.
The papas.
That was where I was having loggerhead with native pastor, because he was in year 3 Mascom, and I'm in year 2 Mascom, and he's also doing the Momentum Fellowship. So they were indecisive on how to endorse. In fact, the pastor is almost like their pastor too, but they couldn't even say it. Mascom was undecided, but other people were all clamoring for Nelson Omenugha. I say, if you are in school, you also vote me. So when Ejimafo was telling the wife, the girlfriend who turned wife, that he will vote for her, the girl said no. That she doesn't want to send. That he will vote Nelson. And Ejimafo gave him paper. He was in UNESCO. Yeah. I don't have anybody in UNESCO. I didn't intentionally put anybody in UNESCO, but Ejimafo put himself forward to UNESCO just for the purpose of delivering
his candidate.
He gave the wife, the girlfriend and later turned wife, the paper, and followed her to the police. Even when people are saying, come out from there, he said he wants to check something. Before him, let me comment on Nelson. Before him, the guy went gaga. What is this? What have they done to my girlfriend? What have they done to my girlfriend? But I'm sure they didn't regret, because I even appointed him for something in my government. I appointed him one of the.
You formed the coalition of governmental heads, right?
Yes, he was there. Even the Student Union Week, he was there. I tried to bring everybody on board, but I was also very intentional about sorting out those universities there. And the church also, the students, the church, the Anglican. I donated plastic chairs to Catholic, Anglican, Pentecostal. I did that as a student union president. Towards our outings, Thanksgiving, Student Union Week, Thanksgiving for successful tenor. I donated all the stuff to help, because population keeps growing and there's need for. I went back to study.
Give me a chero.
No, I went back to study. I became president of the Student Union with a CGP of 4.65, and after SUG president, my CGP dropped to 3.95. 3.95. I lost first class with 0.01. I went back to study. In my year 3, my CGP now went up to 4.3. Then in my final year, it went up to 4.41. So I lost first class with 0.09. That's my CGP. But I was the best student. I graduated top and the best in mass communication. I won the Vice Chancellor Merit Award. And I had automatic employment waiting for me. Immediately I finished my PhD, I activated that, and the Professor Simonye offered me admission. Immediately, that same day, I defended my PhD in China. Professor, I elected the VC then, Professor Simonye, and he gave me employment that year. That day, he asked me to put up a letter and send that across. I did. He approved it that day.
So do
I'm a lecturer now.
Okay, lecturer now.
In Unizik, before joining government, I'm on leave of absence.
Okay.
I'm a lecturer.
Okay.
Before joining, I got employed 2022, and 2020. Sorry, and 2022 was the year I took my leave of absence.
Okay.
I'm on leave. I'm just 2 years old in. I finished my PhD at 29. At 29 years, in 2020. And that same, the next day, I put a cross letter and my CV, and I was offered employment.
And when they nekwu na your mom played a huge role.
Again,
you know, your mom
played a huge role.
Yes, you becoming SUG president.
It's not true.
You know,
the only role she only played a role in providing support money.
Okay.
And encouraging me. Nothing else. Was she the one that voted in environmental sciences that I won? Was she the one that voted in natural sciences that I won? Was she the one that voted in... I won out of 11 faculties. I won in 9. Law people, we have like 4 contesting for SUG. They splitted the vote there.
Okay, among themselves.
Yes. Social sciences, we are plenty there. Also, we are like 4-2. You know, there's a effective imam from post science. There was native pastor from mass comm. There was me. There was one other person. We splitted that vote. I think it was Emma that won that social sciences. But environmental, natural sciences used to be my faculty now. I was in botany. I have friends there now. Those of my friends are in year 3. Then I won in natural sciences. That time it was not physical and what do they have now? It's physical and natural. No. What do they have now in natural sciences? They have physical sciences now, and what other? And biological sciences.
Okay.
That's what they have now, right?
Yes.
It used to be natural sciences.
Okay.
I won there. I won environmental science. In fact, my speaker, when I was SUG president, was my returning officer, was my agent in environmental science. So how did my mother influence? In fact, as a matter of fact, the vice chancellor then, Ebuka, was telling her to discourage me from contesting, that these boys are going to...
Which she tried.
Which she tried. She tried. I said, Mom, leave me. Let me, I will try. If I try, I fail, no problem. But I will try.
Okay.
She was one that provided. I don't have any sponsor, any external sponsor. Some of them we have even been sponsored by Anio Konko. Anio Konko.
And you fine boy.
Yes. There are a lot of people, some of them that were being sponsored by politicians. So, but nobody was I don't have any politics. I don't know any. In fact, that time I was, you know, I became that president in the election year. Not all the politicians were reaching out to me. That year was election year. That 2010. No, 2009, 2010. Because I was December 2009 against the election.
Yes.
2010 Anambra election. Most of those candidates had people that were supporting Unity, but yes. I didn't have anybody except my mother, my God, and my DG, Nigerian Battery.
In the history of SUG election, I feel your mentee, just like you said, not easy.
Yes.
SUG. And then that was the trajectory. Professor.
No, it's not true.
They were actually helped.
Nobody helped me. How? In terms of rigging? How can you rig an election? You don't know how election is done in Unizik.
Very, very, very...
it's very transparent.
Yes.
You give you paper names of people, you go there and tick, and then they count it there. You have agent there. So where are you going to rig an election from? Engineering, I have a lot of people in engineering. I won in engineering. Even when they had the guy they call Yaradua contesting. I contested with the guy they call Yaradua from engineering. I defeated him in engineering.
Nabi.
Yes, I defeated him there. The only faculty I didn't get, I won in pharmacy, Agro. That was when Esimonye was the dean of faculty of pharmacy. He was the dean. I worked with him closely as SUG president. I did my campaign in Agro and I won in Agro. So I won 9 faculties. So clean. In fact, the distance between me and the second runner-up was over 300 votes. So how can I rig? No, yes, I've had it that because people will always have to tie something to something. I've had it that people say, and my only response would be, was it same my mother that voted? How did any lecturer even play any role there? How could a lecturer still play a role in the student election? Even if mass comm students voted for me for the sake of my mother, that was the HOD then. What of those in the environmental sciences? What of those in law? Well, I didn't win in law. What of those in faculty of art? I won in faculty of art. had a lot of people in theater arts, in English department. In fact, one of the now Dr. Emmanuel Ugu of English department then, an Anglican, he's an Anglican priest now. He was very staunch Anglican. He was the one that even impressed it on their reverend that he will have to openly endorse me. He's a lecturer now, so I think he's get associate prof. He's from English department. He will galvanize for me. So two more be them in theater arts. He was my lecturer in my later became my lecturer in my community theater that we did at Nibo. So they all came out all for me. So how will people now? And meanwhile, 7 persons in my that later emerged as SRC members. I was also sponsoring them. At least I gave them drinks. How I did my election was I gave them packets of Don Simon to go and share to their own stakeholder to win. To also, so in the process they were campaigning for themselves for SRC and they were campaigning for me. Did you get? Those contesting as we were contesting SUG president, there are people who contest for SRC. The influential and the vocal this thing. I bought their form. I encouraged them. I gave them to share to their departmental cost reps and all, to get them vote for them and indirectly vote for me because they were campaigning for themselves to go to SRC and they were campaigning for me as SUG president. The guy I later helped to become speaker was my agent in environmental science, Obinna, from Enugu State. I was one that bought his form for. He was also University Hostel. And 7 of them, by the way, are from University Hostel. So I had 7 SRC members for University Hostel.
Wow.
So how did my mother play the role? You know, people are funny and people just talk blindly. But the fact is, there's no how you influence the whole school.
No, there's no way.
Faculty by faculty, the result is counted, cast and counted. Here, you write. And at the end of the day, you come to admin block. And so how are you able to read?
Mayor, how was Godfatherism then? Maka na mwa apụtakwu mgbe nke 2012 or so. I must say mgbe I Jeff onye dịka Bash mgbe one Bash, you know, I Jeff.
I didn't work with any Godfather.
But was there
they were Godfather. I just told you that the immediate past president was supporting effective Emma.
Okay. Yes.
The current mayor of Okanot was the story president. I served him with the effective Emma when he wanted to campaign for somebody during my own time because he couldn't put a successor because his successor was unopposed and even the successor was supporting somebody else. He was supporting an engineering student, Jaradua. He didn't support me. Okay, so the past 2 presidents were not supporting me. And they were even going as far as pushing people from my camp to come and join them. At the end of the day, I still won.
Before you buy any land or property, make sure you are buying from a government-registered and reputable real estate company. And I recommend Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited.
Kedu enwe spirit a na-akpọ spirit of Aluta. And yeah, and that is the indefatigable spirit that you possess. How was it then and then? How do you think keyboard now?
You know, usually when I during the time I'm going to Aluta, there's no Aluta now. I just told you here now, I may say, people get somebody neti salary as high as the hosted what they call it, the lodge fees as high as 300,000. 200,000 for a single self-contained pelumpe.
Everything
even
inside.
Sometimes we share toilet. In Anna, 300, 350, 400,000. It can happen during my time now. Just John. Get a arrest student go nifte. After arrest, ya go makwa na bi go fries. you arrest them. Try it under my own now. Keta as a manner of people, there were no way of even checkmate home how can I consume. You have go to learn school. Keke, I learned yesterday, I say it, bo 200 naira. Bo me keke na 200 naira in school. Go them. Just tell me. Imokama, ichunata keke na school. Keta ama for na ihe happen wepo 0049. Keta ama for 1000 something. Which we are keke never number here go 1000 something. I stopped at 49. The first 49 keke that applied inside Unizik bomwa. Mele the first and to 4 bomwa what total. So come a number of keke now school. No, now you can't. So here's the aluta. Egu na go get na zo election then boo. Mbia campaign to. And I go inside the aluta, gentleman no deal. Inside the aluta, gentleman no deal. My brother inside the aluta, gentleman no deal. Inside the aluta, gentleman no deal. And when you hear name is kata. In fairness, so we are gone. When it's not to confront people. Politics have gone beyond confrontation, but you engage. Serious engagement with facts. If you work on landlord, one diaba, uno rooms so no one piano ayano. Guardian or guy because no nankaya walk oko. Ihe jelo ihe akinya no aka. Yes. I'm a business component. Mana ihe jelo kwa abo first of most Kenya aka a commercial issue. You appeal to the conscience. You serious engagement. Moka engage and then I'm on the meeting now. Just jo can then around get a mom. Yeah, maybe you have to invite them to do. I think I can. I think teasers can go over there. Friday can. Joe Nelson Oge mayor president. Keta azugo he akwuna queue. Moko gen na bu president ana akwuna queue about transport. We that discipline now. Ana akwuna queue. Yana kata bia yasasi yon just name. You stay on queue. You stay on right on queue.
Organized.
Very organized. So here na the housing. And it is failure of leadership. It has nothing to do with the school management. It's a failure of leadership. Anokum na Unizik analokum na umwa in the SUG their transport. DOT. Anakwa na anakwa. That is the IGR. Because the president Anaplanaka did not engage right. I don't think I try and again come on. The management wanted to take that route under me. I engage because I do a lot of things that require money. Do a lot of PR. I was always on press and on our cost to ego. I was always on visitations to engage even a stakeholder. At that time, I was also engaging Kamana School Unizik take-off grant. Unizik was never paid a take-off grant. This was under a daily champion those days. Say Unizik take-off grant. Unizik as a investor and you have take-off grant. Luotata. It's my on the federal government. I'm on a press. I'm a host to meeting. Where will I get the money? And I buy like fuel. School. On Monday. I bought July. I buy like 60 liters. So the fuel I go buy on Wednesday. So if I must be on road Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I must go come and they can go as a student. All that transport. Their expenses. NMA. And meanwhile, all students they use those facilities. The transport they under students. So we have to have a consequence student union president. Meanwhile, we also pay student dues that the management don't account for. They don't account for it. The management doesn't account for that money. Yes. Why that money no hanaka? They can't. It's here. ka ha gwa gị balance ga they can't ha sị gị na sọsọ oge sto in week na-enwe and ịkwụ salary ka na-enwe opportunity of ide school approve.
SUG president on salary?
Yes, at the end of the year.
Okay.
Agbakọ ego niile times 10 months. Technically 10 months ka a na-anọ. School pays. A na-akwụ salary. At the end of the year, akwụ m salary. I was paid salary with other executive and the appointees. They pay on the SRC and the pay salary. I'm not at the end of the term. So if you must engage in all this, you need little money.
Yes. Do you feel like people are saying that Aluta died the moment Nobeleisi was also exported that time? Because Noble, the last person, I think I was in Canada then.
I was in UK.
Yes.
And I remember contacting Noble on Facebook. I told him, nah, cool.
Okay.
His mode of engagement, in all fairness, even though he was fighting a cause, the right cause.
Just cause.
Well, the just cause wasn't the best way to go about it. Engagement, Amaka. Even no problem with you can't confront management. It becomes a responsibility. But you can engage. Periodic engagement. I don't know how with that issue. So he came out on a very offensive level, and
yes.
And management felt confronted, and they had to take that decision. Like they took the decision, and the student couldn't even demonstrate. A fellow. So if now you are on your own, he will win both the students and the management. To be a good union leader, you must be a deal maker. And that I have going for me. If I want to get something, I know the right way to go about engaging. Because if you engage well, you get whatever you want to get. You don't need to confront. I told Noble, but I'm glad he has made tremendous progress. He read I think PPE, politics, philosophy, economics. And he's doing well.
Yes.
Yes. Recently I was in UK. We chatted, but we are both far apart, so we couldn't meet. So, but that's confronting doesn't really mean Noya Baluta. Politics have gone beyond confrontation to conversation. We must hold conversation. Very genuine one with open-mindedness, because Nalaba day 3. Here na for 3.
Yes.
Here na for M. Here na for here mala for abo W. Here nko la for abo E. Depending on where you are. Ide keta 3. To na for M, oya na for W, oya na for E, oya na for 3. So you must at every time
perspectives
hold that conversation and see how you can come together, how you can agree, and there's no end to conversation, to engagement. All work or tata. You go to something if you a middle point. I could say in a France business school. You have a middle ground. Oh, okay.
Halfway.
If you
come halfway.
You cases here instead of in a culture transport money. Why not create an account? Ebe go yalaba. Ka need is ego. Delungi. Eje na account ogupụta ozugbo nwe need the urgent ina agwagoro ha that na time ade na need ki were around na distance Greek na around kwa kwuo ha feel na decha what it ma no something yele dem letter for it okay secret ka people kwa je ba na main account to school. There are many ways, for instance, to engage. and have it successfully executed. You get to the island as you can was from there. We make it, we can stop quick account and Obakwaga. So you got that. So, but it's all well.
That's that. Just like you said, we go botany, ejo hake man, and then they did not convince you enough. Man, and one this one of the ways to know a course name where you say bombastic that you can work anywhere, or that your course is the mother of all courses. And when courses, if you get an MN school, if you need yours in MN school, now these courses are to go outdated, and then it will not contribute anything to this person's life.
Every course, and I go, uchenkem, the important. Yenji man or the important buna ebe n'obodo ibe nwe course in fact, any break charge courses into various elements. Like the mass com kata like the obodo kata enwechalo public relation, enwe advertising. Enwelo broadcasting. Ima yeni na bu ya abia Nigeria model up boy mascom. Yota. Cause ile mama no dependele. Ka isi ghọta ya.
Yes.
And probably abra na botany. More abra for them nweke on my own discover what I can do. And not necessarily what you can do. Nwekwe ike imesia ichọkwa ya passion ebe ọzọ ya eme ihe mana ihe nghọta dabere bụ na ihe ọbụla onye na-eme ya bụrụ ihe ọ like na ya bụrụ ihe ọ ya adoptele technology na to make a difference. Onwe ya na-akpọ a market, a unique selling proposition. Ihe make a different from the other person.
Yes.
So if I identify something you can do differently within that area, you will stand out and you will be the toast of the people. So it's very important. Na ndị mmadụ first and foremost ghọtalụ ihe ha na-eje ma ihe ha na-aba into.
Yes.
Ha ghọta ya, then ha ghọtazie kedu ka ha esi dị different.
Yes.
And through what means or through technology or in-depth research and development and interrogation enyeghị aka to achieve that.
Yes.
So nwe course anụ nwe ọtụtụ ndị kwuru na sociology abụghị course, nwere sa anthropology abụghị course, nwere sa gị ka agụrụ politics.
Political exercise.
Yeah. Go further say all manner of things. For the say even a philosophy. But you can't take away the knowledge just things they bring to the table. What did you do with those knowledge accumulatively? So I believe that every course the useful. Now any the curriculum review and how to adapt skills and technology.
Yes.
To advancing that particular course. Every course is important because every course we on accordingly.
Yes. Dalu. As onye mego masters na UK, I think in something in UK. Kedu your experience as onye bigo na UK outside the country and Nigeria? Because
I got 26 countries.
Oh.
Go out na 4 continents.
Oh really?
Yes. I go my Nigeria, which is Africa. I go na UK,
Europe,
which is Europe. I go na France, Europe. I go na China,
Asia.
Then I'm a short course na Canada.
Still South America.
Not America.
Not America. Okay.
So ebigomu tentatively na 5 countries. Ebigo Nigeria, ebigo UK. At least I know in UK 18 months. Then I go na France. I know France at least 10 months. Then I go to China 3 years. Then I in Canada is family. It be about at least 6 months. Then I've been frequent. The US is about holidays. I just go Europe, all the countries, almost all the countries in Europe with my Schengen visa. I just go to Sri Lanka, I just go to Saudi Arabia, I just go to... So I've been quite... I thought 26 countries, so in Jagan. So what is the point I'm trying to make? And when I know this place is I believe in the infinite possibility of Nigeria.
Okay.
My parents have thought na man no your jam maybe na obodo oyibo. Ma interestingly, ejecha mbata because oge mecha my PhD ka m nwetalu postdoc from my supervisor ka m na onyere ya aka ka m mee postdoc aka ka nyere aka to one lecture na abara mgbe jekwu supervisor nwere asị ya nakwara lecture asị ka m mee postdoc na medicine. Ihe ọgwa mbụ na Nigeria needs me much more than China will ever need me. That thing has never left my brain. But actually, a secondary supervisor, actually, a lecturer, but nkwese ime postdoc n'aka. Tinyekwa mgbe akwụ, anyị na-eme ihe election Soludo, and I wanted to also be around. So oge agwazi m nse ka nnatawa ka m bịa n'ọrụ present wee gbara maka the election. Maka oge yes was already cruising and we need to come back to consolidate.
If you go how those obodos were their environment and how they work, where do you think we are getting it wrong as a country that Nanye Erube to that level? And then just oppose it with this Japa syndrome. Ibugoye Jebata, and when they know they can't wait to leave, they can't, it is their dream. And I'm going to Jagobata, this Japa syndrome, keta, as well as see Bataketa, is it something if you feel na oche ponyapo, or if you feel na let's stay here and dozie our own country?
Yeah, I think if I get it wrong, to respond to that, about the secrets, because any queer governor and I just seminar conferences, people even you know actually the cool no problem of getting leadership. Mana with the way wasa agakuketa followership because the problem. Problem we keta about problem of leadership and followership, because all followership bunde na encourage leaders say name. We no longer have a way of protesting. Ịkpọ ihe ọjọọ ịkpọ alụ because na abụ na leader na-eme ihe dị mma eto ya emume nke dị njọ anọkwa ya, well, society will not degenerate to where or not today. Ma because na mmadụ cancel and this is a real life story, nsi ya ai eziafa ka ego. Oh yeah, my friend, after I have charisma eziafa. Yeah, real life, but it's a charisma. He was my attorney general, Gambo SUG, president. So when I feel one day, he was going so downcast. When I say, charisma eziafa. My Gbam. I say, because mujire na eziafa. Munye ego. Kuwe jegole eziafa. I am mugida I am on jaka but it's something very instructive in peak there. And that this will be the position for your opener. Nyeme ego kan we jego lezi afa. Ije bute ego gbuo wayo, gbuo kekin, me yahoo, me okite sinye nweta ego. Pụta. Ule eje gbapụ mmiri lubi ilo, na-eto gị. Nweze na-ajụ, kedu ka isi nweta ego, kedu ka ị na-ele? Kedu source of wealth to get? So our problem is that of leadership and followership. Our leaders are so mindless, are so mean, are so the kind of things they're very rude and ruthless to that they have swear to help and to uphold. Okay. The followers is, how do you protest? How do you come out to keep encouraging the oppressors? Why do you do that? Why not protest? Why not find a way of revolting? You know, I do say, you know, she and I clap her. They will come and sprinkle few nairas. And that was the same social crusade that also inspired us yes, to bring young people together to begin to talk about stakeholdings. Yes, the government never gave us then on about aspire, never gave us one kobo. Apart from normal ijelo charge or this in terms of supporting us with money for our activities. He never, and don't make, and even when he attempted, we didn't want to. Because I believe in what I now consider the politics of stakeholding. If you stake, you hold. And it's only when you stake that you can be able to question ihe na-eme. Keta as a naira and kobo is the intent. I be a campaign. I hear a job gig ko ya wote. Chode mo ihe na achi bia me. Chode me mo ihe na agba ga o choro ime. Ye na aju kedo. Yeah, go na ko jibia. This is the way we've gone. How bad we've gone. So when the person get on board, imagine go money spend chego. Imagine. Then ebia sizie kobialu ogolo. He will go and recoup his money now. So of them alone as well election. So followers so under the pressure. Man, I better politically speaking, the major problem in Nigeria about the political parties. Abaka na-eje am twist the people. Eli ọnụ gala ọnụ. Nakọcha people ego. Ego mara ejize ma election nakọcha ya na primaries. Then onye apụzie ọgbara aka bi ego jezo election and the way the person to never go the impossible. The person can't. Reforms should start from a political party system. So they not even have what they stand for. They fall for anything. Esumeku, now our political party needs proper interrogation and proper reform that will make it even a crime to spend certain amount of money trying to get a nomination for a ticket. And a teacher nomination for 40 million, 100 million. Then a battle will be the youth leader, the women leader, the chairman, and then go woman leader, and I buy China medicine. They buy China Bazier. Or senator, bro, rep member, you won't be answering your call. Why would the person answer your call? In a kachaga na primary, you let him and plug him into going to go and borrow money to spend for an executive election. Oh, he needs time to recoup now. So the first 2-3 years, he should be looking for his money and profit before talking about ABK on the street light. Oh, yeah, a mezaniketa, ABK at Barais. Okay, street light, so much infrastructure. Okada so the point is now having gone around, I'll say to you that our leadership needs to do more and our followership even needs to do much more better. Our core values has to be revisited. Aka aja aja na-ebute ọnụ mmanụ onye lụọ olie alụọ n'anwụ elie na ndo a na-akpa ego akpa ehe ebute ego ebute ego mbute dị terrible ebe kere esi ebute. God does not serve breakfast on the bed. Itetola no matter how prayerful ndị itetola nọ na bed from now to tomorrow nwe ka mana esisi n'enu daa. You have to work out your salvation. Otu answer put out this morning. I make in my bed. I do share bed and wepo. Natakwa I'll meet it. Otu ode. Mwabla I make in my bed. Nakwa otu ode kwa yade. As you make your bed, so you shall lie on it. Let us begin to question. Kedu source of this person's money? Gị ka onye a na-alụ. If chende ndị akpọrọ ha big boys and akwụwara from money to na aṅụ nkwụ. Na we gị ka na-alụ gị bọọlụ ha. Ọ da wayo ka na-egwu. All these big names na criminals wayo. Pure way they ka ha erie gị. With no conscience. What was the conscience? And those kind of crop of people don't inspire me. For now, well, I say I'm a private jet. Can I jet from occasion to occasion? Get a can along. That doesn't mean no one a lot of people which are product. Of course, the best and the smartest business model, the kind of one that once and even when you are sleeping, you should be making money. All over in alo, abo elahola ega agba pause. One day today, a na-alagoro ụlọ na-eme ihe ọbụla na ego ha they can afford to go for vacation. Ihe ọbụla a na-eme their money is working. I know it's a good business model, kind of business I encourage people to go into. That even while you are not there, your business is running. Everywhere there, your money is coming for you. Want to set you up that kind of business model. Mana their kind of lifestyles, but here needed to explain to the people. People should be celebrating frivolities and lifestyle. Ọgbọpụ mmanya nke expensive wine ka ije village ọtọ nwokwu ilobe. Ije village nwokwu nobody. Nwokwu ya na-akwụ ụgwọ akwụkwọ. Iyo ya keta ego ụgwọ akwụkwọ. Even though nwokwu enyere ya adebere, nweghị enyere ya adebere, but if you must do that kind of public display of wealth and this that you should be able to also do a public display of your charity
and goodwill.
Yes, so you can inspire people so that when you make leto okwa mekwala does. That's how society progresses. Dan
No, ndị be anyị unu kpọrọ nya bụ oku anyị azago. Ugbu a ị ga-abụ onye ọbịa na Gbam n'agbanyeghị ebe ọbụla ị nọ n'ụwa. Ị chọrọ ka anyị gbaa gị ajụjụ ọnụ maọbụ ị chọrọ ka ụwa nụ ọnụ gị, deere anyị ozi maọbụ kpọọ anyị n'akara ekwentị ndị a ị na-ahụ n'iru onyonyo gị. Daalụnụ. No, let's talk about your journey into Anambra politics because I from Winema, yes. You want to go?
Can I make yes?
Yes, yes now. And then why Charles Soludo? Because I don't think you were active before him, as in active with other governors before Charles Soludo. So why Charles Soludo? And then how did you get into government now?
Onye na alolo tata deka special advisor to the governor on youth empowerment, but Professor Charles Soludo, CFR. A big name and a big brand. The journey built in 2019. Okay, I feel that we need for social orientation. Then we need to to think about the future of Anambra after Willie Obiano, the then governor. Okay, I can China. I go about that periodic and I may engage with young people online. One of my friends na Bachakwa. So one of the conversation I had with a young person, two of them, then was a Blaze Ezokeke and Ofobike. They came to me for something else, Ogen battle. So I now say that kedu onye feel ya zo aya akwado. Because before then, both of them are different political ideology. Blaze then serve na government Iguli. Ofobike anọ na government on a lecturer about no kana attend his program na Igbariam. But then the previous election that brought Wule second term, he was one of those that supported Obaze, Henry Obaze. So I wanted to know his viewpoint. Why do I this time around? Mention Soludo. I saw Soludo the Kuma. No nye ama. And no nye alun call off ma. But beyond these people, the other people come me check well now. But I noticed now each time after Professor Charles Soludo built up, that then they move a unity of purpose. People now agree. For the way describe another in answer 7.5 years. I'm not a basic. In fact, somebody mentioned on our past na ama ya na ndị new generation of young people amahazie ndị ma mụ ga-afọ dị na naira nwa bụ ndị mma mgbe ọrụ CBN
Yes.
inwe ka mara afọ mana ịmahazi mọchị omelu ejimafi na-ekwu dị ese ị na-ekwu ihe bụ na-edelu na APC na John Bosco nnukwu na alụkọ wee na ezi na John Bosco apụta but immediately nrezikwa with him ọ sị na onye anyị alụkwa ọlụ all this journey emem wide consultation with the young people anọkọta m kpọba yes that was after wide conversation. It was something that took me close to 8 months. 8 months. It didn't just happen. Here, but long before birthday, Soludo na July. First week of January in 2019. Oga aka on vacation. I could go well July. I was just governor na be on his birthday. That day, when we pastoral visit Bishop or Oka, I put a cake, I work cake. I wear bazaar say kain on our pala just wapala wagwa make just yokubuka kana yochuku. But the message I do now actually Jaffa were for more yes because we needed permission because after I batana because the yes mean youth honestly seek Soludo. You need to get his permission. He encouraged us say I name but he needs to keep reflecting and keep hoping. You know he had already attempted before. Also go 2010.
Yes.
Oga Kosiga second term Opitobi. There was Okwa okay disqualified. So we got a lot of backstabbing. But I didn't just consult the youths and I also consulted some stakeholders who have the view that he's certainly a good brand. So major, though there are some people that didn't also come out strongly to for the purpose of their privacy. I wouldn't want to call them. But I agree with me. I feel that he can't and he shouldn't be. But we're discouraged, but the majority of people I consult went that he is somebody that can consolidate upon the gains of with the Obiano and the other government. And of course, given his capacity and what he has been able to do with Central Bank and with the Nigerian Minting and Printing Corporation, that he's going to do well. Okenalo is liable to form a coalition. In our phone for one like Ofobike, was sympathy for PDP, supported a who like Maze was of Alice Nabugande Mancho, but of APC. Then Blazes Okeke was Apoga. There were a whole lot of young people not APC or PDP that come on board. You know. But I just data to as a classical example. However, for more years, target was institutions because the young people are not vote quite amacha oge ihe omelu na Central Bank can be relevant today, but ndị mara young people amakazi onye melie and how he did that. That has to form back club na every institution. From there, I advise local government form ba where we preach be na bayale can cranny. At some point, I was attacked by the unknown gunmen a day after the flag off, and my Hilux was set ablaze. Now for Nobi, I with 6 persons I bulu bouchalo. That day came with my ZB, youth leader and the Newi Apoga. One was security in the lot of people, but I was the only one that, by please God, that escaped. So, it was a very long journey. And eventually, and by special grace of God, he won by that election. And we are very happy. It was a collective decision from the Anambra, both the old and the young. both the children, the women, and the male. He became almost a consensus candidate for the Anambra because people, a lot of support groups, including Yes, and a lot of people took time to reflect on ihe omegolo, believing that na Obia no Mekale. And I'm not surprised of what I'm seeing today in Anambra. Beyond the fact that I'm not part of this administration, office administration, and also as a member of the executive council, when he speaks, you can literally feel and touch his passion. The governor is very passionate about Anambra. If people complain, oh, people will stay too late. Yeah, people say, I know, escort to 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Later, I must at 6, man, I must that will stay up to 9 p.m. in Mexico. Most of you are Anambra. We have never gone there to talk about political party or to talk about opponents or to talk about you governor, but there always will. How Anambra fortune campaign. And most of the things name Anambra. As some people have water tax, I put to tax. The government is what they go law here now. As some people, some people can tax. How will they donate in a private pocket? How will government make money to? So there's a lot of things that you all the youth to go. Bo every governor drew Shelabo because he loves the youth of Anambra. Osege, that is my first also that the youth are the bridge to the future. You can't talk about greater Anambra without talking about a great or even much greater youth. Because how Anambra will look in the next 5-10 years will depend on the quality of the youth today. Youth have been done mokite, brundere me nezu hinang mini. Anambra in future. Because you learn na alo fumos are born bata ya na turn by a man with high name but anakutuga structure more a safeguard is legacy. So governor got na alo all na alo mother. I told you focus on a train of youth, 1 youth 2 skills, and even 1 youth 2 skills plus because now here's Kalikuzi 1 skill. He's very intentional with he making sure now all this program on this administration take the youth friendly. Negolanya antenatal free antenatal and delivery services can never has beneficiaries. All the youth young family they can why can
yes
or from them pamado on the can why they can
yes
they are all young people go and deliver free of charge irrespective of ebe isi so far in our public facility. Free education from nursery to secondary. Can never has beneficiary. All young families they can ask one secondary school. Most of they can go to university. How the youth? This value chain, palm oil and coconut revolution, the value chain developed. The has beneficiary youth. Oh, now employment. Oh, bo they life. We go how can now lift out of poverty.
yes.
Ilo na alogase kendo balo on the young people ndị na anya keke ndị anya moto ejezi mechanic kita wande je bina ime obodo ebu atase ngwongwo ha out. So the point nchori make bụ that my journey into the government of Anambra today bụ bidoro mgbe governor Wenzil wese ka bịa ka mbụlụ advisor ya na ihe gbasara ndị ntorobịa. And that is what we're doing. All is purely advisory. Inye aka nwe nke gọọmenti na-eme gbasara ndị ntorobịa inye aka kwuo otu esi dị mma tinyekwu aka fụ na ọ dị mma. Pata na ihe one to school I'm very much involved na eti ọnụ otu nwere ike eso okwu fụ na ihe ekwu si mee na otu aka esi eme ọ na-aga commissioner and the ministry and execute ọfụma. So the point bụ na today I'm very very happy and I count it as privilege. I'm n'aka Professor Charles Soludo. Because now, even as Fuku say, I think you will be forced to think differently about public service. The government will say that the public service will be the height and the highest point of charity, because it gives you opportunity to do for more people, what you couldn't have done more by a private individual. That is why people go into public service. As a public service person, like today, I'm 82 students under my scholarship. Na primary school and secondary, because na Nobi and we have public schools, here we have parochial schools mostly. Parochial school. So also one migrant school, both primary school na Nobi. So public schools they are most schools they are mostly mission school. So more can they pay. So mbeze, as a way of encouraging them, then my parents petty traders, I take off this thing as a way of also giving back to society, and as a way of even saying thank you to Professor Charles Soludo when you are na PhD in Melo na China. So it's a way of also, because then that I have done this for you to empower you and to encourage you to do for others. Okwa has not left me, and that's what also inspire most of me trying to invest in other people's education, no matter how little. As way back as 2018 Nigeria and 2017 Nigeria and Soludo, gonna adopt Chago. Oga adopt where years back, the Amoji primary school, so I adopted, and then na banya akwụkwọ government school, nyana akwụkwọ ụgwọ akwụkwọ, nyana a kit here. Even the ojelo Holy Child so face on your wage. The door open ayakunde ayakuha work for the next 5 years. That's your wage. That should be 2017 or thereabout. So he's a great leader that actually inspires. I keep asking, what is leadership if you can't influence? So my political and public life in Anambra and the mainstream politics is actually guided by the ethos of and principles of Professor Charles Soludo's leadership skill, and it's something I'm paying very close attention to, and and I actually have a great influence on the way I think now about public service.
No. Before I touch on your portfolio, and then Malo, because we are the young persons and everything, and then I'm a commissioner of youth and empowerment. Let's go on that very side there. No, I don't know that you would want to just recount it. I remember the Hilux I and everything. Was it a targeted attack, or would you say it was random?
I think I ran into them.
Okay.
They were already shooting towards and then some people are in the junction holding people hostage. I just had to brave out from my car. Already 2 gunned down, and the security people facing them, and they were killing them, and I had to, in the midst of all this confusion, I think I granted an interview. It's in YouTube within the BBC. They called me the next day.
Oh,
I was still in shock. Other YouTube up to now, my encounter with them, it was I couldn't recover.
You ran on foot?
I left my car, I ran on foot. By Gota, I ran through Gota, Croatia, Scratch. How I even made it alive, I can't say. Oh, honestly, I can't. It's a story for another day. The trauma or something I have to brave. But I nearly went into deep depression. And I thank God that here I am.
Dalu.
Thank you.
SSA on youth empowerment.
A special advisor.
That's
SPAD, special advisor.
okay. SPAD. Okay. In which case, what the layman your office and then or something? Are you only accountable to the governor, or are you also accountable to the youth? Can the youth also access your office, or
I'm a public office holder,
okay?
and therefore very much accountable and answerable to the public. Yes, very much. My principal is Mr. Governor. I'm accountable to him, and I serve at his pleasure. He's the person that graciously appointed me out of over 8 million in Anambra. He found me worthy to be part of the very, very, very super few. Now I determine Anambra Executive Council, the apex place or decider of Anambra Executive Council. That is where projects are awarded. That's where decisions are taken about Anambra. And I am the youngest executive council member. I'm the youngest at the executive council. I'm 35.
Yes.
I don't think there's anybody there who is 35. Maybe I'll be competing with Obama Akunyelu.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether I'm 35, maybe 35, 36. I'm not sure, but I'm about the youngest in the executive council. The second should be Obama Akunyelu or thereabout. So the point is, it's a rare privilege, something I don't esteem lightly. As a matter of fact, I am indebted to him for this because I know now in some climbs, I want to ask if they go from SSA or from SA. There are different layers.
Okay.
The commissioners, he wanted the special advisors. Now,
Okay.
special advisors are considered the junior commissioners. They are advised in a very specific area.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you remember, with the gracious permission of Mr. Governor, advisors were incorporated as member of Executive Council.
Okay.
So, where we also sit to debate if and also offer solution. So, primarily, my job is advisory. In Yegbasa Youth Empowerment Program. Inyekwu aka for na ihe advice the well executed. That is my area. Of course, when commissioner who now execute, who do the proper execution, who has the budget. Usually, advisors don't have budget. We don't have access to public funds. And we are given the opportunity to make our impact in a specific area, which is Yegbasa and Ntorobia, which is something I'm doing to the best of my ability. So I'm accountable to my principal who appointed me to be advising him in that regard. But I'm also accountable to Anambra because I'm being paid with the taxpayers' money, with Egonde Keke, Egonde Boss, Egonde taxes people now. So I'm also answerable to Anambra. So they are welcome to ask questions. And of course, my office is very accessible. And not just having an accessible office, in functions I attend, in programs I attend, I get opportunity of interacting with the people, and it's exciting, being able to solve one or two problems. So it's something that public service provide opportunity for.
Why you touch on that one youth two skills? I think it fall into your portfolio too.
Why you two skills?
Or you to be I'm going to have two skills because
yes.
What is it about?
Why you two skills? Governor Kwolunkwa now his manifesto. He came prepared. Don't forget. Now most of you Governor go today. Behold the manifesto. The contractor with Anambra, and now under the youth section, Okuloku about having young people in his cabinet and in his various offices, which he has done. You know, if young people Jureju, now this administration very well as MDs, as CEOs, as commissioners, and as very important
DGs.
DG. That's number one. Number two, Bona Okulu, no equipped with Anambra with digital scale, no created digital tribe. Okulu kwazi makro in Anambra at least one skill, at least 2 or more skills. That's how you put it. Every Anambra youth, one skill, no in 2 or more skills. Now, one you 2 skill, both the brainchild, Mr. Governor, drawn from that manifesto. He visualized it, he conceived it. We are only vessels that are helping him to run it. That is 100% his idea.
Yes.
Now, the idea and then we have call. No, you have call because now Governor got now our future doing our past. For you to talk about a prosperous and livable Anambra, you have to take care of the human capital components, which includes having a formalized and a very productive young people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we do with Ufonye Ntorobia, Oluwaka Nabo.
Yes.
Ufonye Ntorobia Oluwaka Nabo, which is one youth skill. Well, every Anambra youth, enwe call where the passion is there, enwe call Gabia. Government a train no ye na akọlụ ọbụla of all likely. Not just so train again. Na the hard and the vocational skill.
Yes.
Why you train again? Na the marketing area, the entrepreneurship area, where you talk about marketing, branding, how to market and brand your product or your skill.
Yes.
Which is another sort of skill. They don't make you provide the for mentorship, or mentor. Because any development process without mentorship will leg. You have to the whole value chain must include mentorship. Who will mentor you? Whom the person who you will learn from, so that you don't make the same mistakes. So then it was a cooperative on a putting people now in cooperative so that they could learn, so that they keep doing by learning from each other. Learning by doing.
Yes.
That is what cooperative helps to achieve. Because with your peers, in a motor of ma, the natural business on the naked profit and losses on, so that the shock from doing such will not, or undertaking such businesses will not be so felt. Then, was the starter pack, the ego not just training. Of course, training is enough empowerment. What is empowerment?
Yes.
Moving somebody from point A to point B.
Yes.
So if you are not skilled and the government provides skills for you, government have empowered you.
Yes.
Government have been able to shift you from point A to point B.
Yes.
But the government did not stop there. Government said now that he's adding, he went extra money to start adding money for you to buy starter pack. So from the one, the governor is preparing you to run. He's not preparing you to walk or to jog. He's preparing you from the one, you start running. When you get training, you get vocational, you get entrepreneurship, taking a cooperative, mentor, or you start pack. 5-star performance of investment, commitment.
Okay.
That is what we've done. We've trained 5,000 in the first phase. The second phase, we model 7,800 plus. And the governor very soon will empower them. He has done the same in other areas. Accountable young people that has been so influenced and so empowered.
Powerful.
I want to make healthy living a culture in our society. The time to make exercise, sweat. That sweat is very important. Ibana garden, bela kukwani very natural food. Or if your body need it, just nyobana day to
Powerful. Nelson, talking about this now, skill, all work and everything. Can you maka ụmụazị kịta onwezo chọọ ibe ndịda onwezo chọọ ịgba mbọ ụfọdụ chọọ ịba HK ụfọdụ chọọ ịpịta ụfọdụ so nọ online ụfọdụ nọ tech enwetu ọzọ ekwesịsịwe na-akpata ego na-abụrụ mmadụ inwe ihe eji mara ya onye makịta achọ ịgba Venza agba Benz and everything and then the whole thing is you see where it is taking us to. Talk to our youth.
Rome anyị na-afụ today anyị na-envy was not built in a day. A journey of 1,000 miles bido with a step. Ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme enweghị process is bound to clash. Ihe ọbụla na-eme there is no process. There is no way of explaining through. Is bound to fail. I've said it before. Now even Bible says there is no food for a lazy man. Aka aja aja, if you don't soil your hand, you can't eat. Baba, into, so many arguments, people were saying we are here and about Luaka. Man, you cannot thrive in criminality. Actually, come on the Gbam onye ori bikagolo more than 40 years, more retired, only bigger 40 years and above. How do you possible? Ogbo egbe gana na egbe. Ogbu magana na mma. If they na na about just akpo non-government and the other they are all in their 20s.
Yes.
Gbam a man under 60 years, 70 years. Elwaya kasem no nya boy retired Derico.
Yes.
No, they can retire 419. That will catch you and eventually make you to face the full wrath of the law. Yes. Criminality does not pay in any form or shape. I get a man na dignity in labor.
Yes.
So that you can explain through your wealth. And who knows, your life story will inspire generations and inspire them to work hard. There's no shortcut to working hard. No. I try to do other things, genuine, just to make ends meet. It's very important that all work and embrace it. It's unfortunate that Togo are going to try all in Nigeria.
Yes.
One day Cotonou. Ijeketa ndeba ya za amonwuta is ahe memu POP. Dangote chocha ihe o eme na refinery ya. Ike ndị Nigeria dị oje India dote 10,000 youths. Abịa na arụ na refinery ya.
Yes.
And Nigeria, Anambra bụ a land of infinite possibilities and opportunity. There's nothing actually made the genuine here that won't thrive bụ ezigbo ife.
Yes.
Ije na estate na people na alụgasị a na-alụ ọlụ steady enwe ọlụ aka today mụta ọlụ aka na-emesi ike people will be looking after for you one day akpọ gị na Lagos one Abuja one Asaba one so the opportunity the market is there no cool onu down ndị ntorobịa mana na ofe lọla alọ ezuru onye ọbụla nne ma ewelu nwayọ ife a na ya bụ onye ọbụla nwa aka ọrụ amaka kịta azị bụ ọ bụghị so much about certificate it's so much about certificate wetin you sabi certificate wetin you sabi digital skills technology is there jee mụọ ya ka ọ bụrụ ife ị ga-eji na-enye society na advanced society na-abụghị ihe ị ga-eji na-egwu wayo maka na evil can only thrive but for a while. Ejidegi, disgrace yegi with your family name or rubbish yegi. Ifuna obubu ogaranya ka mkpụtọ ya mma.
Yes.
Ọka mma na n'igbulu ogaranya kala mkpụtọ ogaranya. What does it profit in accumulate chere na one day a disgrace yegi. One day kpopụta gị n'ama ma egeta ya n'ọnụ gbọwuo gị what will it profit you? It is important. I reflect, malo that na this life, there is a purpose God to create gi. Go have one torobia no Anambra, no Nigeria. No one reason you go Nigeria. Ask yourself, how can I leave this country better than I met it? It's a very important question to ask. In one case, oneka enyelegi, oneka government enyelegi, have got a government. All my life I've been interacting with young people. Alomu CBO president, Calibus organization president, Alomu student union president. I'm not quite young people. I have been, and I know that Nigerians and Nigerian youth are very industrious, very passion-driven set of people. Then I was in BK. But na ha je obodo oyibo ha na-eme ọfụma ha na-eje just John de jere obodo oyibo because ebe system ha for they thrive. Even the Nigeria are thriving. Those who are persistent, resistant, and consistent na thrive kwa. So ọ dị mkpa na anyị ncha tikala aka ọnụ wee nyela obodo anyị bụ Anambra aka. The governor have said it, that we are not just the future leaders, we are leaders of now. Therefore, we must at all times think about how and what way we can make Anambra great. And one way we can do that is by having value, having something to offer to make Anambra great. American will say, think not about what America will do for you, but what you will do for America. This is a challenge to us, the followers. Let us get it right, then throw baby.
Dalarin. One bar for Napata for the re-election. I forgot who more your signboard continuity. Yes,
solution continues.
Solution continues. Why Soludo? And when they na say na mado is a election will like carry over now. Only be enough one term message not this week. So why Charles Soludo?
I know a third term. We'll support him.
Agree?
Because we don't need the progress thought, the thought process, the progress in Anambra to be stunt in any way. They can work Melu in less than 3 years, 6 months. Just look at what just in Anambra debo. Have to go for insecurity in them mad neko. Won't know obodo enwe insecurity. Yene ko ka security dey policeable. And Anambra today, oga battle the security of Anambra are the policeable. Get all the go policeable. What do I mean by the policeable? Before 9 local government under siege. Yejenwe Hiala as a local government. Yejenwe Newe South. Yejenwe part of Agwata. Yejenwe Obaru. Am I communicating? You cannot. In fact, okay, election in first election, the governor couldn't campaign in Ihiala. Ekulobia. Encourage na this thing agbalo emenwe anything there. In fact, number of police not there. To say that even the governor himself, even address with in Sofia, he was also those all how emboldened this criminals today. Abataba bow the police. What's a saying? Do we forget that easily? Motomu, I was attacked in a very busy market day, market square. That there blood daylight. You saw like that happening. About 4-5 p.m. Kidnapping order of the day. But can you say that in Keta? You can't say it Keta now. The whole government has been reclaimed. It's a pocket of places which very soon will be reclaimed. Now this local government they are mayor and Ejenwuzi all no before onye Newe South and Ejenwu all onye here and Ejolo. What point am I trying to make? Now security, which is even everybody's business. ndị a na-ezu ori bụ ụmụnne mmadụ. Ndị na-akpọ nnọọ gọọmenti anụ nọ ndị ụmụnne mmadụ, ọ mpa mmadụ ka ha bụ chọọ mma mmadụ, nwanne mmadụ, di mmadụ, nwunye mmadụ. Have you reported? Maka ọ dị easy point finger at the government, but as an individual, followers, what have you done? And you never can tell onye ọya abụ ibe na afọ nnobi kịta amụọ okwute. O nwere ọbụla mma gị na-elego garị ka ọ ya ada n'isi. Mgbe amụghị onye bụ mma na ya amụọ nwanne mmadụ. It is therefore important na tile aka fight your criminality at every level. Talk about infrastructure. Obodo since Chukwu kelo Adam and Eve enwebe na ilo etelete governor ebido gotewe ilo. Jee Ikenga na Agụata since the creation of Adam and Eve ndị afọ na ilo kụta. Jee ọbụ ofe mmiri ha gbagoro ebe na ebe ugbe na gbagobe keta ka egwa m nke ọ dị gbaa from Amansi up to Awa to Ofuma. Jee n'okpokoro ka ọrụ ndị okpokoro na Governor Soludo ya achị ọzọ isi ịdị ndụ pụtaba ha ikere Chineke. A slump convert into a new heaven. Bọpụ ha mere nye ha General Hospital. Jee Ọnịcha nwa more street ya nwa all these things jee afie gọvanọ ọlụlụ. Bịa Nnewi Bank Road ha ka ife gọvanọ na-alụ. N'ezi dualization project, a very ambitious project nearly completion. Jee nke si Amawbia eje Ụga. Jee nke si Agụlụ eje Nnewi. Ka akwụkwọ nwaanyị nwa eziokwu ihe agbara aka ejighị ugogbe nene. The governor had done so well and he deserves the second term. And the election of one na bụ nwere competition. Achọghị m ikwube nke free health nke human capital free because ikwube
enwere opponents
ihe niile abụ asị mgbe ekwu na opposition matters mana ụzọ opposition anyị elevate our politics into a statesman's politics. Statesman politics abịa oge election asị ndị INEC biko emena election Anambra na stakeholder kwudo governor emema ya control gaba. It will be wonderful. It save the country that money ya bịa si na akwụ police akwụ INEC medicine. Can you imagine Anambra coming together kwụọ bell si na ihe progress of this thing na ebe anyị na-eje in next coming years biko ndị INEC will not conduct an election in Anambra that we are saying no.
Let this man continue.
It's a statesman politics. See play can it is possible to play in Anambra. Just like stakeholder, stakeholder politics. People, a lot of people are discussing say politician. Now, see because you need it to work. What I can say propose statesman politics, where the whole statement will come, people, stakeholder, who are under Anambra will come in a one gathering or in local government adopt or agree INEC should not conduct election in Anambra. They don't want to disrupt the progress development process in Anambra. Ka governor actually. That is what China was Singapore. How much? Because after Governor Soludo, only other way but take way to square one. But I think Anambra is blessed. And Anambra has always been on the rise. Ngige Melonfuma, especially on roads, Pito Bata, main common education. Where Bata Wuli, Lolo Airport, Lolo ICC Center, Lolo Dozier here and there, Lucha bridges, elevated partnership in education and the church, in health with the church. Wherever with Soludo Keta, who is climaxing it with Fun City, with Government House, breaking the gist of over 34 years, doing major road dualization projects, doing free healthcare, free education, palm oil revolution, 1U 2 skills, solution innovation, driving technology everywhere and everywhere technology. Come on. After his 8 years, we believe the next person will come in.
Okay, okay. It was Obiano that did the ICC Oka.
What's ICC Oka? What's ICC Oka?
ICC Oka.
Yes, International Convention. Yeah, Willie Obiano.
Okay.
Nyalu airport. Nyalu. Yeah.
Okay. Kedu, talking about opposition and everything. Obia deka this re-election. Odeke enwe obele winch hunting against opponents. In the regards of the signboard, asana ana 50 million per signboard.
Ono yaba na kwen. IGR. Ina chebia chebe icho ekwo. IGR for the state now.
Don't you think that 50 million per signboard is very outrageous?
I hope a signboard. 50 million is JTB's signboard for election.
Okay.
Signage, you Lagos, where you go now?
You have to invest in the state.
Of course, sir. Most of these people name here, Egana spend Egana budget actually rig election. I got for 50 million. How will that be aqua? Get that election because they will offer.
Okay. My very good friend and brother, Emana Ayamabunde Nakana Street. Obia na keep azwa security wise, Odeka and the Operation Udogachi, and he may be her governor name because now and then watch so many bad reports about them. Get case a checkmate in there. And then what's the government doing about most of the bad reports and then where Makandi Udogachi?
I will onye ihe gbasalo Homeland Security Adinaka, the special advisor to the governor on community security. Honorable Ken Makai. All the assessment, but I think to pick. And I'm going to tell you, Chisela will not take action.
Okay.
He neku adhere far from the truth. More on Kuna Street. Man, Kebe Zukuna and Welle, as in every 12, there must be a Judas. And Welle. Ndeyala achibutelu Ajafa. Or can all they liable to discover and to point them out. They will be thrown out the next second. Governor with zero tolerance to all these kind of issues. Imakura now here very community leaders, youth leaders, and young people kept with background, different backgrounds and orientation. Though with training, you have training. Mana agwa anahebo agwa. So it's a point and our duty to discover and to take them off. So you want something like that. Now I'm young number make a boy. Where with a number down even down no number more all these things. So if we are the next second, there will be court order.
Man, I have for any public disciplining of some of these guys. Just the way the police now be the kit mad post to online. I have for any public.
I may study. My name I have security. Na have security. Na public. I want to say. You work keta. You open my that you need to replace that somebody. I been go say never problem. You work if you don't They depreciate the number of people. So we can make criminals now feeling and them man drop. So we can say a discipline her.
Okay.
So never mind.
Okay, you madam at least I'm privileged to have a government person here. Madam we hear me recently in Oko.
Yeah, yesterday.
I think it has to do with cultism or whatever.
I don't know but at time not cultism, but I've been quite from or lectures that were involved on all these things. Yeah, man. Whatever it is, you know, the way I respond to this is crime is a crime. But that robbery, with that cultism, so far that now a criminal interpret is, you know, let's not give this thing baptism. It is purely a criminal activity that just happened there. Killings of innocent people. No matter the provocation, in his life taken that way. I want to, condole with the families involved there and wish they recover from hospital, speedy recovery. And these things can happen anywhere. Basically, security agencies to bring justice to the death by getting the mail this thing. America dị ihe a na-eme nwata akwụkwọ were bọbịa ọgbawuo ndị mmadụ na classroom ọ na-emecha. It is criminal. You can't say no cultist or cultism activity. It is a pure criminal activity that must be condemned and our law enforcement agents must be encouraged to get the people. That is the only way we can honor the memory of Nenwuru. And I'm really sorry. It's a pity that people have to go that way, unprepared. It's only in Nigeria people wake up and it is a miracle to get home. Because it's very sad, very frightening. Mana, I'm sure that the security agencies will get to work and
hopefully
get these people sorted.
Hopefully. And then ebe asisiku na da baba isi na ihe ala na ana agazini ya now.
Yes.
Those people are still complaining that
some pockets of places, but not at before they can't go there now.
Ndị igwe gbachala ọsọ, have they returned?
They will return in full course, in due course.
Because anụzim nọ na video call ka ndị igwe je si eme cabinet meeting.
Of course. Oh yeah, mana they are also part of the problem when ndị igwe.
Because you are
you were there. Obido as a one-man show. Oye Derrick onye obioburu machine me na culture no ihe. Ị na-eme na hell no obodo na hell bụ ndị a na.
Na agwafa na ndị a nọ n'ilo.
Na wa na police akwa ilo. Ha nwa na. Kata az afọz ndị agha eri libezie ha onye wa na ebe. Ndị mmadụ. Igwe ha gasị nwa ndị PG ha machabụ ya. Ị na-agwa m na ana nwe na nnobi mpụtazie mmadụ je bili na ọfịa anwụreza alarm meje kpọọ area command ma kpọọ CP ma kpọọ mee ka abịa ma kpọọ vigilante nrapụ halwata shouse nrapụ halabade bukete ndị mmadụ na kidnap nrapụ no they are involved ogo na also ya bụla agụ ndị asef na agwa as a matter of be within community be ụdị ndị mmadụ so ndị mmadụ macha you do raise it on time. Oluzo Gaha was a monster. He raised by alarm. All the bad. And but we thank God now we have a very proactive governor that is investing all he has secure Anambra. And secure Anambra is something we must achieve together.
Dalorin Mayor, good to have you. Good to have you. Some of us who back then in school as mayor and then Nelson Omenugha. Kebaiga for Nelson in future. What do we expect from this young man in future?
Always Sochukuma the future. Sochukuma.
But at least he get a blueprint.
Mbagalo. Oh yeah, they do involved now. I better Gbam. I am on office again.
Yes sir.
I will try do another office again. Yeah.
Nsogbu adịrị anyị nwa dịkwa open for collaboration.
Thank you.
Anyị na-try ka anyị take kwa charge of media too. Because enwegasị ihe Anambra na enwegasịrọ that mmadụ ga-ebido like otu akịta anyị bidokwa anyị na-atụkwa anya ka ndị gọọmenti na-etiekwala anyị anya because all part of that encouragement ịghọtago all part of anyị fụkwa na ya na ha nọ though anyị afụkwa now these government they are more like media friendly, entertainment friendly, youth friendly.
Yes.
So yes. So anya forget anya de kuya maka anything. All here I infugo yotago and we hope that it continues and then improve. And then improve. And that's an enwe na take your time na Gbam. Omi ko na enwe ha na ajuro ima na uche na abia ichokwa ka ije oso topo. Ma obu nka ije oge ichokwa ka ije oso re-emphasize ya. Money will like puliche more shout out advice more dragon more please go ahead please
tata bo obosudi na abụghị bụ akwa tapo bosi ago obosudi na abụghị tata ụmụsị aṅụlị abịa dragon mmadụ mmasị dragon agbanga abịa dragon na mmadụ ma tata bụ mmasị aṅụlị ikene gị maka this opportunity bịa Gbam bụ is household name. In fact, I was here yesterday. I was thinking that this schedule, not this thing, but yesterday.
Okay.
So again, now driving for national chairman. I'm not youth. On the main size. So when I do not Say I'm a Gbam. So Odogwu say so okay, wonderful. Yesterday, so a household name, both the rich, the poor,
Yeah.
the the young, the old, more about it.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dalo.
Because what you are doing here is giving people the platform to speak, to tell their stories
Yes.
the way it is,
Yes.
with every full protection.
Unfiltered.
And I want to thank you for this. One day, for just saying and coming here to let out, they are healed, they are back to, or people are able to better understand them.
Yes.
That's na hokono M inafo, no W, or E, no 3.
Yes.
So I want to thank you and your team.
Thank you.
Well, it's all shout out to you because Tatabo, we've come to celebrate your resilience spirit, your
Thank
consistency.
You, Thank you.
Without which this wouldn't have been possible.
Thank you.
I want to give you up along the way. This wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah.
To thank your staff member
Dalo.
who are dedicated and committed to this.
Dalo.
There will be very other opportunities of collaborating, of even coming back here.
Yes. Yes.
But I can assure you that you have a willing partner.
Thank you very much.
No, and by the special grace of God, we will continue to.
You guys come to.
Yes, yeah, it will happen. You can date. What is your date? Daddy,
this guy interview.
Yes,
I was very busy.
Yes, that's I want to thank you and thank your team.
Dalo.
And to say it was I don't even wish to live again, man. I wear now.
I see how relaxed you are. I see how relaxed you are. And then this is your field too.
Yes.
As a mass communicator.
Yes.
So you are not in a strange place.
I'm just imagining how many cameras, how many the energy, the effort.
Yeah.
And I can explain now why you don't shout. And I want to commend you. Uncle Nyuchalo, man, you are just so cool.
Yeah.
You go Uncle level you go.
Yes.
Now you are so calm. Oh, I will not agitate. About that of up time, when interview go who of this day with that, but you are so relaxed.
Yeah.
As if nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nah, JKG.
And
that's why I can see that your staff are very comfortable with you. So I think they are in a very safe space, working happily, and I want to thank you for creating this opportunity for these young people. Because that will be probably in somewhere else. Maybe this cameraman will not hear the good, or editor, or this will be in Lagos. Capital flight. Na control drone ndị unknown government. Because these guys are also sophisticated though.
Yes. Wow.
They are sophisticated. They are mancha CCTV. Oh, engage this in the job. They have CCTV. Seen the army police. If you have forget, they want to bomb and teacher. These guys are. Imagine they're using that brain. How much and make something useful. Just like they will kidnap medical doctor. The doctors were protesting the other day. That they are being kidnapped and forced into the bush. Can now operate in that gun wound to come and operate on them. Yeah. So it's true. So probably there might be now control drum or name IT. IT support.
Yes.
Oh, but I swear.
Dalo, we actually appreciate you so much, and then thank you for your observation. Or something that First Lady Biachakwa, where they try impressed due to the number of young people that she saw here and then everything. And I'm like Kamado Bia because in our flying online,
yeah, my effort.
Yes, you get on a one room kaino. Wow. Just like I told you, we have core members here that use it as their PPA. Some of them are like this guy is a core member and everything. And we appreciate the whole observation. Yotago. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ndị be anyị unu anụgoni ya ka esi wee pịa na Gbam. Anyị na Nelson Omenugha mayor big name. Ngwanụ afa m ka bụ Dr. Chioke Gwendo Dogubu bụ ya mbaba ezigbo onye Aba. Ngwanụ ka afọ n'ụbọchị ọzọ ka o mesịa nụ. Peace. Ị nwere akọ pụrụ iche ịchọ ọkụ ụwa nọ. Ị nwere ife dị n'obi ịchọ ikwu Gbam. Ị nwere ife dị omimi ịchọ ọkụ onye ọbụla malụ. O nwere akala aka izole ezo ịchọ ọkụ ụwa fo na ị nwere passion for. Bịa na Gbam ka ụwa n'onu iyi. Ị nwere biznes ịchọ ịkwụnye n'ọkụ. O nwere product ịchọ ka o soro na Gbam. Ị chọọ ka ife ị na-ele, ife ị na-eme na-aga as viral as Gbam. We are here for you. Contact the number on your screen. Ka ịkwụnye n'ọkụ ka ịfụ na ọ na-eme. Adamuaka. Gbam is the biggest Igbo interview in the world. Come and find out for yourself. Thank you.